What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be playing with Rangers. I really think that Rangers are one of the most consistent teams. And the whole gamut of Rangers is that you need to keep your opponent's team at bay long enough for your Rangers to charge up and melt your opponents. I typically do that with a team of really beefy frontline units. Knight, who with the synergy with Princess gives them extra or damage resistance. Valkyrie, who through the synergy with Archer gets extra healing capabilities, and then Goblin Machine just because he's able to stun the opponents. Plus, he's a Juggernaut with the Knight. But that is one that I typically like to play. But there is another Ranger comp that actually Retake made a video on maybe a few weeks back now, or a week or so, and that is the CC Rangers, the Crowd Control Rangers. That his comp used G Skelly, Goblin Machine, and Prince. Prince there to give the same synergy with the Princess and give her the bonus damage, and then also get a first round stun. I don't love the Prince as a card, so I would typically run this comp with Bandit. But let's just go ahead and get into some gameplay here and see if I can get this comp and show you guys just how crazy it can be. Alright, y'all, here we are in the first game. Clear my modifier. Love this modifier. We're going to get a Goblin there and then just sit on it. Perfectly fine. Knight is such a good first round troop as well as Goblin. Ooh, interesting. So let's go ahead and split up here. I think the Goblin wins the 1v1 against the Knight, against the Bomber. And then the Knight will be tanky enough to where the Goblin can come over and melt the Xe. Yep, one more hit. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, the typical Rangers lineup is to keep your front line units alive as long as possible to block your team from getting to your Rangers and killing them before they can charge up. What the CC Rangers do is the same thing. They try to keep your opponent's front line at bay, but they do it. Oh my goodness. You know, guys, I think I kind of have to, right? Okay. Oh, and there's that too. Huge. We'll just do this. That's perfectly fine. And then we'll keep that. Okay, so maybe we will run it with Prince this time. I may sell the Prince just for the elixir bonus, but... Huh? What's going on? Does this guy have nothing? Okay. Maybe he's just throwing the game. But yeah, having a Prince is fine. But how this team works is stunning your opponent's front line through a G Skelly and Prince, which then will allow you to charge up your Rangers like you need to. Okay, so we're kind of cooking, guys. We are kind of cooking, not going to lie. By the way, there's not really a set positioning that I like to use for Rangers. It really matters on what comp you're playing into and who you need your Princess to lock onto first. Princess is what really makes Rangers work, just because of her splash damage. So, not really any, cookie cutter positioning that you need to learn for this team. I think that our Archer didn't survive. That's okay. I believe that this guy is the only one who has. Oh, they both have Dark Goblins. No, they don't. That guy's them, but they're not going for Rangers, which is fine by me. So we're gonna do this, and I think we honestly can keep. I think we can afford. Oh my goodness, guys! I think we can afford to keep the Prince. I don't know. I still want to farm some elixir. Okay, we are just going to do this. I think we just do this. This is fine. And then we'll get the extra 2 elixir. We are playing the dead guy, so it doesn't matter one bit what we do. And to be honest, I may sell the Prince just so I can try to get the G Skelly on the Goblin Machine unless they're in use. So let's see. This guy's got the Bandit, which means that we probably shouldn't go for it, but we should block it. We need to block the Bandit as fast as we possibly can because that is a nightmare. Bandit destroys Rangers, by the way. Bandit is a huge hard counter to Rangers, as is Goblin Machine, which is why I typically like to use those units in my comp so that nobody else can. But if for some reason you just can't block them in time, then you got to find out a way to deal with them. Okay, we sold the Prince, which I'm honestly perfectly fine with, because we got a 3-star Goblin Machine instead, which is so much better. And there's our beloved G Skelly. So we got the team now. I am going to hold the Bandit on the bench. I know that it's the clear my modifier, and typically I would not do that, but because Bandit is going to be so strong at a 3-star if this guy gets him, I think we kind of have to. All right, Archer's going crazy now. Now, in this situation, I should have put... Oh, and I can block a Queen, too. Yeah, so by blocking this guy's 2 best troops, there's no way he beats me. Because my Archer's at 3 stars and my Goblin Machine's at 3 stars. So perfectly fine by me. Just going to block the Queen, and then we'll be happy. And I'm playing the dead guy. I think this one's unlocked, guys. I really do think this one's unlocked. There's a spear. Just going to hold it because why not? So we're playing the dead guy. Let's go ahead and see what else we got going on here. I do think that the clan guy wins this. If he can... obviously, he's not going to find an archer because I have a 3-star archer. So this guy might actually lose. And then I think that the Rangers comp we have just can't be beat by throwers. I think our throwers I think throwers are a great team to farm, but then when it comes to the end game, you got to be able to switch to something else that works. Ooh, so that's interesting. He got RG Skelly. Let's just see what happens here. If he wins, like it looks like he's going to. Yeah. So it looks like the clan guy is going to hang around for one more round, but definitely take a ton of damage there. Again, we're still at 10 HP. No concern to me that we lose, no concern to me that we lose the round. Okay, so we're out of cards here, which makes sense because very close to the end game, and these two guys are still alive. Let's see. This guy did sell out of his Mega Knight, which was a very, very silly decision because now this guy got the 3-star. So I think we beat the clan guy pretty easily here, but now, because we can't buy the cards, we were not able to block this guy. So if he gets the 3-star Skeleton King, we're going to be in an interesting position. Let's go ahead and move. Okay, so we want to stun the we want to stun the P.E.K.K.A. Let's do this. So that's going to push the P.E.K.K.A. Oh, it didn't. Barbarian was an older card. I should have assumed that. That's fine. Bandit's not going to do anything, and then our stun on the Queen is going to be huge. I wish we could have stunned the P.E.K.K.A. Oh, we did. We did right there. One more stun. Huge. Awesome. Perfect. That's all we needed. P.E.K.K.A.'s melted, and then one shot from the... Yep. Awesome. All we needed to do right there. So now we need to do everything we can to max our cards and then block his... So obviously it doesn't matter to... Oh, we can't go for Bandit, guys. We can go for Bandit. We can go for Bandit. Try to block the the Skeleton King if it's possible, but the Bandit is going to be a much better card for us. There's a Prince that's still out there, and that's out there still. So we're going to try to hide that Bandit until the last second, to be honest. There's a Princess. I think he's probably going to be blocking the last one if he's got any brain cells whatsoever. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so we're just going to pull this here and then do this. And then just put the Bandit in like this. He did get a 3-star Queen. Really interesting. I think he's just trying to do anything he can to break through my comp just because he knows it's going to be very, very strong. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to... Oh my goodness, hold up. Yo, hold up. Did he know something we don't? Okay. So I honestly wasn't even watching that closely. I should have been. Maybe a Knight is what we need here. Okay, did he sell it from the G Skelly? I think definitely the Prince is not what we need. There's a Knight. Okay. Is there any chance that using a P.E.K.K.A. is good? Is a P.E.K.K.A... Ooh, okay, so P.E.K.K.A. could be good because it would give Ace. Okay, let's try this. Let's try something like this. Our Bandit is going to be able to get to the back line right away here. Nice. And again, his throwers aren't the issue here. His Queen's the issue. Wow. Okay. Again, just... No, come on. Speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. Yep. Okay. So what we need to do... We won that. Oh, yo, that's all we needed. We just needed the one. Never mind. Okay. Somehow that worked. Really interesting round here. I'm not quite sure why he switched to that, but it did work for a round. But that's okay. Good win here. Let's go ahead and hop into the next game. Alright, y'all, here we are in the second game with the Clear Mind modifier. Go ahead and buy this stuff right here. Perfectly fine with just leaving this to start. Clear Mind again. Perfectly fine. We got an Archer early, which I think we might just hold on to just because she is a very coveted card. Obviously, because we had the 3-star Archer last game, the guy we were playing against was not able to go for a full clan lineup, which I think is what saved us in the end because clan still is stronger than a Rangers team, I believe, at 3 stars. So... Nice win here in the first round. We're probably going to have to sell out of that Barbarian now just so that we can cycle to maybe some Goblins or maybe try to get our Rangers rolling. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. We'll do this. This is good for me. Let's just do this, and we'll get a free Goblin, and then all we need to do is find our Princess. The thing about Rangers is that by getting them early, normally I say, farm Elixir for the first 2 rounds and then go for your Rangers. Or go for your comp in round 3 or 4 or 5 even. But because the Rangers are really good, even at low stars, and few troops on the field. I honestly think that by winning the early games, like you saw last time, we had 10 HP for most of the game, and now we still have 10 HP here because they're so good early on that we can actually sacrifice. Oh, huge, huge, guys. Really, really, really good right there. Let's put him out here. And then again, because we have 2 1-stars on the bench, there's no point in selling. Actually, who are we playing against? Oh yeah, I'm not concerned. Let's just do this just to charge them up. Oh wait, no, we want the separate goblins because you need separate goblins to activate the synergy. That makes perfect sense to me. All right, let's see. Nice, good stuns there. Okay, good. Good. Okay, nice. All right, nice win there. 4 damage to this guy. I think that guy who had the Dark Gob probably sold out of it now, so we can go for it and get a 3-star Dark Gob. And then I think it's probably Wraps from there. Nope, he still has it. All right, that's fine. Prince, happy with that. Oh, I meant to buy the Princess. Not happy with that. Let's just do this. And then I am going to do this, I think, just because it's a much better card. And then we'll do this and this. And then just hold on to these. Just because why not? And we might as well do this, because at least then we'll get a guaranteed merge, and we'll put him back here. Okay, so there's the last Princess. Not Princess, Archer. I am going to buy that Archer. I believe I was the only one who started with an Archer, and so that makes, that means there are going to be 5 Archers in the pool, and because I found the 5th, that means that by buying it, nobody else is going to be able to buy or play with Archer, which is fantastic for me, because then I'm the only one who has the Archers. Nobody else can play Clan, which means that Rangers as the second best build, in my opinion. Clan Avengers, or not Clan Avenger. 4-Ace Gold Knight is very good too, but I think Rangers are very, very strong, so we're just going to hold you on the bench over here, and honestly, we can hold you now too, because we know that we're not able to get what you need yet. Okay. That's good right there. Let's just do this. Honestly, I'm going to do this. I think that we can just destroy this guy. He's got 4-Ace and a Knight, but no Golden Knight, looks like. So, I mean, having the captain trait on his Knight is not going to do him any good. Unfortunately, they did melt our front line, and I think that because of that, I mean, obviously that defeats the whole purpose of Rangers. Yeah, we are not going to win this. One more. We needed that XC to die if we had any chance. No, that's okay. Hopefully, we play the dead guy so that this 3-Queen guy can lose. That's not good. 3-Queen is frustrating. Let's go for, obviously, God Machine. There's our G Skelly. That's big. There's another G Skelly. That's even bigger. And there's another G Skelly. That's huge. So, really good there. Now we can go ahead and buy a Prince as well. And there's another Prince. You know, I really can't sell out of the Archer. I can sell out of that. This is fine. We'll run this, and then at the very last second, his XC is going to be older than his Queen, though, right? We can almost guarantee that, but just on the off chance that it's not, we are going to try to stun his Queen. Huge! Okay, so it actually was. By the way, if you guys don't know what I mean by that, when the Prince is on the front line and he has the ability to charge to 2 units, he will always charge to the unit that was purchased first. So that's what I mean by wondering if the troop is older. So because the Queen had been on the board longer, it was the older troop, which meant that the Queen would charge to it. So, let's see. Okay, huge. Yep. I think this is going to be Wraps, but, oh, we needed that. Honestly, we should be looking for a block now as well. What can we block? Prince, we already are. Bandit, we should be able to, especially if he only has a 1-star. Come on. There's a Bandit and Mega Knight. So, let's just find a Mega Knight real quick. There it was. There's another. And then Golden Knight. Yep. Just buy some Golden Knights. That way there's no chance he can even get one. Or he can even get a 3-star. Blocking the Bandit. Perfect. That means that he wasn't able to get a 3-star there. I think it's Wraps just because of how we were able to block that. Again, just having all those huge troops on our front line. And then, you know, as soon as the G Skelly dies, he's going to stun the entire team. But doesn't even look like that's going to happen because we're going to melt that P.E.K.K.A. Awesome. Fantastic win there. Let's go ahead and hop into one more game, I think, right? Let's do it. Alright, y'all, here we are in the last game. We get the Ascension modifier. What that means is that we are going to try to ascend a Bandit. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll just take the Merge next turn. Actually, I think that Goblin's going to be better than the Barbarian, right? I don't know. I think we lose just because Knight is going to be tanky enough to where the Bomber can kill our Goblin, and then our bomber will be useless against his. Okay, that's huge. No way we win this. We might. Yeah, I think if this gets a kill, nice, huge. Okay, somehow the positioning was perfect to where we were able to kill, or we were able to damage the bomber with that final hit on the knight. Okay, there's our bandit. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's almost a no-brainer. Ascend your bandit. Queen is great as well because she scales well. Goblin Machine scales well. Golden Knight scales well, but bandit scales the best. If you watched my last video, you know that she is the best. So I think it makes sense to ascend your bandit in almost any case because, like I said, she fits into almost any team. We might actually, if we can dodge the hit from that P.E.K.K.A. Nope, that's fine. I'm fine losing this. Actually, wait, if we survive, no. The Goblin, oh, okay, level 15 may have been a bit of a level difference there. But the new Stab Goblin is just cracked. Also, huge thing to note when you're playing the Ascension modifier. Sorry, let me just try to get some cards down here. We'll do this. Okay. Watch this. I'm going to show you guys something. Well, no, I'm not, because I can't really find a way to do it. But this slot over here is the slot that the Ascension thing pops up in. Obviously, when you're playing a card like, or when you're playing a modifier like, oh shoot, why can't I? Pandora's Bench or Echo Bench. When you put a card on the right slot, it either gives you a copy of that card or it swaps into another card. And so if you're playing with 2 out of 3 units and you leave a card on that slot on the bench, it will not automatically throw it into the game because it understands that you were trying to swap or upgrade it. Or promotion. Promotion works the same way. With this one, obviously that slot only has a special ability for 1 round. But there's an issue with the coding that it doesn't actually turn off that specific line of code that keeps the troop on the bench. So if you are down units, come on guys, give me a shoot. Okay, whatever. This guy doesn't have it. This guy is 1. There's 3 in the pool, unless they're just all sitting in the other people's shops. This guy got a goal. That guy got a ghost. I'm guessing the last guy might have just sold his. That's fine. We can take a loss. But yeah, if you leave a card on that right slot and you're down units, it will not put it into the game. There's a glitch where it reads that specific line of code that tells the game to keep the troop on the bench, and it applies that throughout the entire game. So just something to note, that if you run into that, make sure you take that troop out of that slot, or make sure you don't leave a troop in that slot, I guess is what I mean. Okay, finally. Hallelujah. Alright, we'll do this just because he's going to be the most valuable here, and then we'll just try to get another... Actually, no, she might be the most valuable. Also, yeah, Avengers Rangers is so hard to get because it kind of combines all the best cards in the game. But if you can get it, oh, it is fun. It is fun. Oh, we're playing the dead guy. I don't even need to worry about this. That's fine. Okay. What's going on over here? Yeah, it looks like we're going to be in a 1v1 against this guy, who does have a princess. But the Royal Ghost is not a threat to me, I think, because we're able to shoot. Obviously, Rangers are going to shoot very, very fast. So even if the Royal Ghost does get to the back line, our Rangers should be able to do decent damage. Okay. I do think we sell out of that. I need to be thinking about blocking now as well. Obviously, he's probably got some cards that I'm looking for. Ooh, never mind. Just need to find that. Last, there it is. Huge. Okay, what's he got? God Machine, we're already blocking. His Princess, we're already blocking. Not sure what he's going for. Okay, he swapped that into the last second, so we're gonna do... Oh, shoot, I didn't let it go. I needed to move my Goblin Machine up. Oh, somehow it's still stunned the Goblin Machine. Yeah, I don't think he's winning this one. Bandit is just eating them for lunch, just stunning everything. And yep, yeah, I think that we may even get a 5-piece on this guy. Yep, watch the P.E.K.K.A. just melt before he even gets a shot. Skeleton King. Oh my goodness, guys, that's crazy. Bandit stunning everything, and then the Rangers just charging up like crazy there. Okay, let's just go ahead and pick up a Prince just to try to block him. There it is. Okay. Obviously, we are holding that Bandit over there because we do not want him to get his own. Obviously, we can't get a 3-star because we used ours to ascend, but now he can't even get a 2-star because we have 3 of the Pool Bandits, and now we have all 4 of the Pool Bandits on our team. Doesn't matter, though. I mean, I don't think there's anything to do except just wait, right? Just cycling just to see if somehow, some way he gave up the princess, but I don't think he did. Princess is the most important unit of this team. If you can get... Oh, sneaky assassins. I should have been expecting that when I saw the ghosts, to be honest. That was a mistake on my part. This might beat us, to be honest. I just really wasn't expecting that. Very, very smart move from this player right here. But that's okay. We still did some good damage. Ooh, yeah, bummer. Wow, really, really good move from this guy. Smart player. That's what I should have been blocking. When you were playing Rangers, if you have nothing else to block assassins. I made a mistake there, but really, really glad that it pointed that out so I could tell you guys to be aware of that. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you out a lot. I still think Rangers are a very, very good team. Maybe third. I'd say Ace Golden Knight is above them, as well as Clan Avenger being the best. But yeah, if you can get your hands on Rangers, especially by buying all of the Archers and the Bandit, then you're blocking those top two teams, and you're just going to be in a really good spot to win almost every game, as long as you don't get killed by sneaky assassins. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, please drop a like. Helps out the channel tremendously. Please consider subscribing if you have not already. There's daily merge content coming out for the foreseeable future. And then, drop a comment if you have some videos or some specific comps you want me to play with, or videos you want me to make. I'd be happy to do that. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. Always thank you for the support, and I will see y'all in the next one.